Hello everybody, it's Non-Scene Newbies here, and today we've got a lot of breaking updates today. So first, let's just start with the upcoming news coming from Israel. So apparently war is just on the horizon. So we've been hit with a bunch of Hezbollah news and Israeli news. So we've got news that Hezbollah rockets were fired in Israeli territory. So around here, I believe. So around this area. So Hezbollah attacked the Israeli territory where one of the missiles hit a football field. So there were civilians here, and there were mostly children here. So there were civilians that were killed, and mostly children. So Israel has already stated that Hezbollah slash Lebanon has crossed the red line. So Israeli media are already reporting on the Third Lebanon War, so this is openly being said in Israeli media. So it's very interesting. So by the evening, the Israeli leadership will be presented with a plan for a large-scale strike on the Lebanese capital. So in response to this tragedy that's happened here. So I'm pretty sure 15 children were killed in this strike here. So very serious attack. So there'll be a huge response to Hezbollah slash Lebanon, and maybe, just maybe, ground forces into Lebanon. So the Israeli Prime Minister is being urgently flown back to Israel from the United States, where he will be meeting with the military cabinet. The former Israeli Defense Minister has already stated that it's time to act. It is time to act now. So big news, and the last chance to prevent the war with Lebanon is the withdrawal of Hezbollah forces, the Israeli Foreign Ministry said. So I will say that again. The last chance to prevent a war with Lebanon is the withdrawal of Hezbollah's forces, the Foreign Ministry says, referring to the recent rocket strikes in Israel. So obviously Hezbollah is not going to withdraw, so war is on the horizon, and it's probably going to happen sooner than we think. And I'll first state this: Israel is a nuclear power nation. It has nuclear weapons. Lebanon is backed by Iran. It's still where Iran will probably join this war. Who knows? Taliban offered volunteers if this war happened. So very interesting, and I'll keep you updated on this topic. We've got news coming from Central Africa that the Wagner PMC group, the ones that fought in the Ukrainian war, just got ambushed in Mali fighting guerrilla forces. So, but this Wagner convoy got heavily bombarded and destroyed. So I can't really show you much of this outcome of these videos, but it was a very bad. Ambush. About 50 Wagner soldiers are known to be dead. The rest will be taken prisoner. So it's a huge. I can't show you this video. I can only show you this one. So you can see it's been heavily fired upon. So among the dead is the administrator of the Grey Zone Telegram channel. This man here, he's been confirmed to be KIA, killed in action. So it's very big news, and there was actually one Wagner helicopter was actually shot down too. So it's the hostages that were taken by these guerrilla forces have already got into contact with the Russian and Mali government, where they have apparently already may have signed a deal in returning these Wagner PMC soldiers. But these soldiers barely had any equipment. They had about one or two helicopters. So I I wouldn't be surprised if Russia starts actually sending some serious equipment to keep these soldiers safe. So it was a really bad ambush, and it was a huge defeat. So, and it's said that these guerrilla forces actually had the help of actually Western satellite communications. So now we've got some news coming from the Fleet Parade in Russia. So as you know, it is the Navy Day in Russia. A lot of countries are participating in this in this parade. One of them is China. So if you can see here in the bottom left corner, the Chinese personnel are actually chanting "Hello, President, hello, friendship" between China and Russia. So pretty huge news. That wasn't the only ships that actually participated. An Algerian ship was docked in the Russian St. Petersburg for the Navy Day. So Algeria is participating. India is actually participating. If you see here in your bottom left corner, the Indian Navy stealth frigate, the INS Tabar, is also in St. Petersburg. So very interesting. And this, I'm pretty sure this is a public holiday, and Vladimir Putin has stated that Russia will continue providing the Navy with hypersonic missiles. So, very interesting. We got news coming from this region here that an Su-34 jet did crash. So this was during a scheduled training flight. Local residents actually posted the footage of the fire of the crash site. So the crew actually ejected safely, but obviously the jet malfunctioned or something like this, and it was caused by a technical malfunction, and it went to the ground and crashed. We got news coming from the Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. He stated that Ukraine will not become a member of the EU and NATO because Europe does not have the money for this, Viktor Orban said. Viktor Orban also stated, according to him, the European Union has lost the current conflict. It cannot finance the war and the resurrection and the restoration of the country, or even its functioning. So Orban believes that Ukraine will then receive the status of the buffer zone between NATO and Russia. So very interesting statements coming from Viktor Orban, the Prime Minister of Hungary. We got some news coming from Iran and Russia. So recently, Iranian media has reported that Russia may provide support to the Islamic Republic in launching space vehicles into low Earth orbit. So it seems that Russia will now be helping Iran with space technologies and space operations, because Russia has lots of experience in this matter, and we'll see if this is true first. But very interesting news if this is true. So we can expect Russian and Iranian cooperation in space, maybe. The Russian Foreign Ministry Lavrov has arrived in Malaysia, and he actually already has been met by the Prime Minister of Malaysia. If you can see here in your bottom left corner, the meetings of this just came out. A little bit of it came out. So if you can see here in your bottom left corner, Russia rejects the Euro-Atlantic model of the security goals of the subjugation. This was stated by Lavrov. He also stated that Israel's response to the October 7 attacks is unacceptable. That was stated by Lavrov too. We got news coming from the Bangladeshian troops. So if you can see here in your bottom left corner, there was apparently news that troops actually fired live ammunition at protesters. So not very good. And we got news coming from China that China will continue to promote dialogue on Ukraine and demands that the US lifts sanctions. This was stated by the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi during a meeting with the US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. The Italian Prime Minister arrived in Beijing today on Saturday for her first official visit in China since she took the helm of the Italian government in 2022. She will have a series of meetings on Sunday, where she was set to meet the Chinese President Xi Jinping on Monday. And China has announced that BRICS is officially announcing financial system similar to SWIFT. And we got some news coming from the US that the Republican candidate Donald Trump is greeted by a huge crowd as he arrives at a big Bitcoin conference. And within this Bitcoin conference, he has stated that if we don't dominate crypto, China will do. So He's stating that if America doesn't take advantage of this cryptocurrency and crypto in general, China will do so. He also stated that Trump says that he'll be accepting donations in crypto and Bitcoin. So very interesting. But thank you very much for watching. I am Non-Scene News. I'll try and provide you news that medias around the world do not show you. I do these videos hopefully daily, so please consider subscribing and liking. And if you want to support me personally, please donate through Super Chat through YouTube, or become a member if you want to help me personally. So this video was a bit rushed, so I'm very sorry, but hopefully I see you all in the next video. Bye.